We're going to begin with a terrific comedy about the attempts of a boss to keep his disgruntled employees from unionizing. The delightful character actor Charles Coburn plays the boss, and he earned a Best Supporting Actor Academy Award nomination for his performance in this movie. Our film is The Devil and Miss Jones from RKO Pictures in 1941, starring Jean Arthur, Robert Cummings, and Mr. Coburn. Now, if you're not familiar with Charles Coburn, he had a really interesting career. He and his first wife, Iva, were both successful stage actors and appeared in numerous Broadway productions. And at one point, he even owned a New York theater called the Coburn, and both Coburns ran it and starred in plays there. Well, when Iva died in 1937, Charles was 40 years old and decided to move to Hollywood, where he made his first major screen appearance in the 1938 film Of Human Hearts with Jimmy Stewart, and he never left Hollywood, becoming one of the busiest and best-paid character actors in town. As for the leading lady of our film, well, there never was anyone quite like Jean Arthur with her unique voice and persona. She was always a favorite leading lady of directors George Stevens and Frank Capra and many of the others she worked with. Here the director is Sam Wood, and the producer is Jean Arthur's husband, Frank Ross. From 1941, with an Oscar-nominated screenplay by Norman Krasna, a delightful comedy, The Devil and Miss Jones. Charming movie. It was the first of 3 films in which Charles Coburn, who played John P. Merrick, co-starred with Jean Arthur, who played Mary Jones. 2 years later, they appeared as awkward roommates in the great George Stevens comedy The More the Merrier, which won Charles Coburn that year's Best Supporting Actor Academy Award. 1 year after that, Coburn played Jean's father in a 1944 drama called The Impatient Years. And did you ever see more great character actors in one film than this one? Not only Charles Coburn, but also Edmund Gwynn and Cuddles the Call with the big fat cheeks, and Spring Byington, William Demarest, who was one of the favorites of director Preston Sturges, Montague Love, Regis Toomey, and one of my all-time favorites, Florence Bates. Now, you may not know their names, but if you watch DCM a lot, you certainly know their faces. Up next, a delicious comedy from England starring Alec Guinness as an inventor whose idea brings him nothing but trouble.